Angel Powers. Boom, boom, boom. This is Angelica Ortiz, Angelica Empowers. Thank you so much for being here. Type one in the comments if you are alive, because being alive is a blessing. And if you're on replay, then you type, I miss you, Angelica. And drop in the comments your city, your state, your country, so we can connect. Remember, I am from Cali, Colombia, the real South, and I live in Asheville, North Carolina. And I was a military wife for 20 years, I think. I'm still a military wife. He's a veteran forever. And I'm going to talk about boundaries, because it is a very hot topic, and I see a lot of women, particular women, that they don't know anything about boundaries. So I'm taking a life coaching certification, and we have a Q&A. And this lady, she's so beautiful. She's about, mid 30s. And she was like, I didn't know I can set boundaries. Wow. Like, she's 30 something. Let's say she's 35. So she's been living, let's say, I think even kids can set boundaries. Even your kids can set boundaries. And you, as a mother and a father, you can teach your kids. My heart to talk about boundaries, because I'm very good with boundaries. And maybe you could say, Angelica, why you are so happy? Why you have so much energy? Why you go on social media and do this? Because I had boundaries set in my life with a lot of people, and even with myself. So let's put an example with the kids. And I learned this from a mother that she was abused when she was a child. So she said, I'm not gonna if my daughter tells me I don't want to hug my uncle, I don't want to hug my grandpa, she's not gonna force her daughter. She can say no kisses, because you can see a lot of kids, they're like, no, I don't want to kiss, no, I don't want to hug you. But then you force your kids, it's your uncle, hug your uncle, kiss your uncle, let your uncle kiss you. No, those are boundaries, because this is a very hot topic too. Certification, they're talking about a lot, being molested, being raped by parents, by the uncle, by the grandpa, by the babysitter, by the, my mom's best friend, my dad's best friend. So I want you to set boundaries at home, set boundaries with your kids, set boundaries with your life. If you feel uncomfortable with a coworker, I used to have he was a business partner, and he was kind of too touchy. But that touchy, like, putting the hand too close to my boob, to my butt. I was like, no, 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 no. I don't like those hugs. Okay, there are limitations. You can hug me, and I love hugs, but don't play fool, like, oopsies, I touch your butt, whoopsies, I touch your boob. No, 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 no. Boundaries. So I start people right away. So this is why I'm telling you, you have the power to tell people that makes me uncomfortable, I don't like it. If someone shows up to your house without, calling you, making an appointment, you can set those boundaries and say, I'm so sorry, I'm not available 24/7. If you want to come to my house, please let me know. And I can say, yes, you can come, or no, I'm not available. Even if you are at home, you could say, no, I'm not available. Like me, I work from home. So I have a lot of commitments. Like, people think that because I work from home, I'm available 24/7 for people. No. When I'm in a Zoom with my millionaire mentor, I'm sorry, you're not going to show up in my house. I'm sorry, I'm not going to open the door. I have done it before. I'm working. People need to understand that because you work from home, they need to respect that. It's the same thing when you are in your office. You work 9 to 5, and your friends are not going to show up to your job like, hey, let's have coffee while you're working, pretending you're working in the computer. Like, I don't know if you have jobs like that. But if you have jobs like that and you're okay, that's fine. But I have a job, is my business. I work from home. So I have my boundaries around my business. Even with my husband, you have to set boundaries with your family in the house, with the kids. Like when mommy is working in the computer, like put a sign at the door. Do not disturb from time to this time because mommy is working. And then let your kids know have a break, let's say every 2 hours, we're going to have 20 minutes. So we can play with the dolls, with the cars. Maybe we can go to the backyard. Then you have to set boundaries with your kids. I know mommies that, they have the mommy guilt, like you think you need to be with your kids 24/7. No, they don't need you 24/7. You need to let them know, like when you grow up, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna set boundaries too. So you're teaching your kids how to do life. So I have this mommy, and she said before 9 p.m., kids can say, "Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, I need a hug. Mommy, I want to sleep. Read a book before I go to bed." All those things before 9 p.m. And she said, "Okay, it's getting close to 9 p.m. Any requirements?" And they say, "Mommy, I'm good." Okay. But 9:05, no kids are allowed to knock the door to her room to say, "Mommy, I'm hungry." No, because she set boundaries. So their kids know about 9 p.m., mommy is in her room and that's her time. Even though, maybe you have a partner and you want to have that intimacy, or you're single and you're like, you're in your hands, you don't want kids around, and that's okay because you love kids before 9 p.m. And after 9 p.m., it's your time, and it's okay to have your time. And that doesn't mean that you're a bad mom, no, or you're selfish. No, you're teaching your kids to set boundaries. I had boundaries with my husband too. Like I work from my home, and I work with my phone. So when he sees me here in the phone, he's not allowed to interrupt me. Why? Because I post all my content in English. So, English is not my first language. So when I'm in the mood, when I'm inspired, I'm here with the inspiration in my brain about the post in English. So there's a lot of work in my brain already because it's another language. And then he's like, "Honey, are you hungry?" I'm like, I had to stop my thoughts because the thoughts are fluent, flowing. And he stopped me with a question. And I'm like, "Ugh." So I had to set boundaries because at the beginning I was like, "Yes, baby, I'm hungry," or "No, I'm not." And then like, I forgot what I was writing, and then I had to read again everything. I'm like, I forgot. I can't finish the post. That was not the message that I wanted to transmit. So I had to set the boundaries with my husband, and he learned the lesson. And if you don't communicate with your partner, with the people who are around you, how they're gonna learn that your brain doesn't work like that? There's so many people that they don't care the interruptions. They can go and go and go. Not me, my brain. I need to focus in that thought. So that's the power at boundaries. So feel free to share this video because someone needs to know about boundaries. I don't want that person in your life that is waiting until 35 years old to know, "Oh, I didn't know I can set boundaries." Okay. So I set boundaries with my husband, with his family, with my family, in my business. If you work like I do network marketing, a lot of times, when you're a newbie, you don't know what to do, you accept phone calls or text messages at midnight, answering questions. Now you have to set boundaries and let know your team after, let's say, 7 p.m. I'm not gonna answer any messages. Your messages are gonna be waiting for the next day. And then you set boundaries with your people, with your business, so they know you're not available after 7 p.m. And then in the morning, I have my boundaries that when I'm in the gym, That's my time. That's my me time. When I'm reading my book, my Bible is my me time. And there's no interruptions with phone calls. Not even my husband. He knows when I have the book in my hand, no interruptions. When I have the Bible, no interruptions. When I do my meditation and clearing my energy, he knows the door is closed. He knows there's no knocking. So those are boundaries and they're super healthy, and don't feel that you're selfish, because that's a word that they have misused. Because you do something for yourself, you're selfish. But who's going to do those things for myself if it is not me? You see? So that's my message for today. It's been a blessing to be in social media, to share what I learned, because sharing is caring. And every time you share my video, you're helping me to reach another soul. Someone is missing this information. Someone is suffering right now because they don't know how to set boundaries. So that, that hurts my heart, knowing that there's so many people without boundaries, and they, when they see other people happy, they don't know why they're happy, they don't know why they have so much joy. It's because of those boundaries. That's the secret. That's one of the secrets. Okay, so I love you. This is Angelica Ortiz with Angelica Empowers, your angel powers activator. Ciao. Bye, TikTok.